Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Good evening. Welcome back to one podcast. Let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second. Everything in this life has an expiry date. Your milk expires, your passport expires, even your phone, even your phone contracts expires. But somehow, I don't know, somehow marriage, they told us is till death do us part, till death do us part. Can you see that? I said that everything expires. Everything in life has an expiry date, right? Your milk has an expiry date. Your passport has an expiry date. Even your driver's license has an expiry date. All right. And then I'm just wondering, why debt? Why debt? Why not renewal? Why not renewal? You know, what if they made, well, let's just put it this way. What if we made marriage like a driver's license? What if it's just like a driver's license? You know, every 10 years, you sit down, you review performance, just review the performance. Did you still make me happy? Did you still like do all the shows to worship plate or sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Buy me gift, take me out. You understand? Take care of you know what I'm talking about. Do you still make me happy? If yes, renew. If no, Oga, your license has expired. You have to reapply. See, I'm not saying marriage should end. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying maybe you should have that checkpoint, because a lot of people are suffering in silence just to protect a certificate that has expired emotionally 5 years ago. A lot of families, a lot of people, they are suffering in silence. A lot of them. I'm talking about emotionally. Emotionally, their certificate has expired 5, 10 years, some of them even 20 years. So tonight on this program this evening, we're asking this big question. It's a very big question. I know a lot of people don't want to like touch this. Okay, but we're going to talk about it. Does marriage has an expiry date, or are we just stuck forever? Are you just stuck forever? No matter how cold the love gets, no matter how, I don't know, how the whole thing like, sour, how everything, the suffering, all that. Okay? Does marriage has an expiry date? The line is open. You can put on the comment section your thoughts. Give me your own thoughts. Put it on the comment section. All right. I'm gonna put the number here now for you to call to join the program if you got anything to talk about. because I would like to get your opinion on this. It's very serious, seriously, guys. Plus 447449823876. That's the number to call. Plus 447449823876. That's the number to call. Okay. Because if you're watching right now, I want to see you in the comments. I want to see you in the comments. Just go there, put it on comment. Just go to the comment section. Just type in there forever team. That's if you believe love should last forever, right? You just put forever team. All right. Or you can put to renewal team, renewal team. If you believe maybe everything should have an expiry date. The marriage should have an expiry date. You can just put on the comment section where you stand. Forever team or renewal team. Just put it there. Understand? You know, because it's a real talk. We're talking about on this platform. If you're just joining us, welcome to nwAno podcast. Here we real talk about love, culture, and all the wahala in between, everything we talk about it. And the question we're asking this evening is just a simple one. I already know that it's going to be a little bit controversial. Many people are going to be upset about this, but we have to ask it. Because if you look at it, they told us the death do us part, right? So we're asking this evening, does marriage has an expiry date? Does marriage has what? An expiry date? That's the question. So the line is open. Call me, let me know your thought. Let me know. Hey, let me see the comment. Renewal. Okay, you said renewal team. Oh, okay. Oh, that's lovely. All right. it's gonna be it's going to be interesting. Okay. I said earlier, I said that when when you get married, I said to death do us part. But sometimes the love dies before you do. The love dies before you do. Okay? Put on the comment section if you are for the team renewal. That's those that believe that we should renew the vows like driver's license every few years, maybe probably 10 years or 5 years. You understand? Or those that believe that love should be forever. Okay. Actually, okay, you have a forever team. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's just get the concept. Okay. Let's just get the concept. Let's just get this concept. When people say forever, what did they really mean? When people see that people when they say the forever, what did they mean? Because forever sounds like at the wedding, but the wedding day, it sounds so nice when you stand in front of the priest or the registry, just like there, you you're you're just saying your vows, say forever. It sounds so nice, but 10 years later, when they just use NEPA as an example, when NEPA takes light, your partner is snoring, then suddenly it looks as if like it's a punishment. It looks as if it's like a punishment. It's this person you'll be staying with, but 10 years along the line, it's like it's a punishment. You are tired. Had enough of that snoring and all that. It's not about the hate. Sometimes it's like what outgrowing in each other. You are just outgrowing each other. You are grown, depending on how fast you're going in that relationship. Do you understand? The compatibility and everything, the behavior, the characters. One person maybe might have grown the other one. Or you can use Nigerian words like the phrase Nigerians use. See finish. Maybe the other person has seen the other one finish. Okay? Because so many marriages shouldn't be a lifetime sentence. What I mean that maybe you should come with a newer date. Like every 10 years, you sit down and decide, do we still choose each other? Do you understand what I mean? You guys just sit down, talk about it. Do you still need each other? Do you still have each other back? That love is it still there? Do you understand what I mean? That's the way I'm saying it. Do you still choose each other? Okay. You can also put in there, I said 10 years. If if you like, if you're on the same team, like you know what I mean, should marriage like renew every 10 years. You can put it there, just put 10 years. Or just if you are there one, I say, okay, just leave it to let it expire. Let it just be there. You can put there as well. Let it expire. Okay. Some people won't even last till year two before the warranty finishes. Some people talking about in a marriage, 2 years, they will not even last. What I'm talking about is like, if example, once they give you a certificate in the church or the registry, they said, okay, you guys have to come back in the next 10 years for the renewal. You have to like say your vows again and everything. Sign the registry. You come with your, witness, people that will like witness everything. You understand? Then that 10 years, when you come, you say the vows again, you sign the contract again, registry and all that. They give you your certificate, you go back. What I'm saying that some people will not even last for 2 years. 2 years. I'm talking about from the first day they got married, they will not last because the warranty, I'm talking about before, before even that 10 years is gone. You won't see them again. You won't see them again. Okay? Because when you look at, if you some people that put here forever, they are in forever team. When you look at the forever team, let's just look at the forever team. Okay? Some people believe marriage they should never expire. Okay? They said love is a what? A commitment, not a contract. That when you say your vows, you love each other, that is a commitment. But do you think it's forever still realistic? Because many people, if you look at it, many people are living longer. Many are living longer, 80, 90 years. Okay? Is it realistic? Staying with one person for that 90 years, 80 years. Looking at it, I think it's about intentions. It's about intention. These people that enter marriage expecting it to expire. They won't fight to fix it. So they will just go into the marriage. They already know that after 10 years, the certificate will expire. So what is it? There's no need to like, they will just, if they feel that maybe they are no more in love, there's not maybe like a cheating or there are some things that happen in that relationship, they said to themselves, wow, well, there's no need fighting or let me just wait. 10 years isn't 10 years is just around the corner. That's it. So they will not fight to fix it. Okay. When you look at it, you see that love doesn't it, it doesn't just fade. It matures in a relationship. Then someone will just say to me, okay, What if you are the only one fighting in that relationship? Should you keep renewing a one-sided contract? In the relationship, you are the one fighting. The other person already done, they already like checked out. They don't care. So you are the only one fighting. I'm just like, analyzing the forever team. Okay, things that are happening there. You are the one fighting. It's just like it looks as if maybe it's one-sided contract. Do you understand what I mean? Like you're paying your Netflix subscription when you already stop watching the show. If you stop watching the show, you don't need the Netflix, you don't need that. Why are you paying the subscription? Do you understand what I mean? Just think about it. These are things that happen in a relationship. These are things happening in marriage. In some marriages, it's one person that is fighting. It's only one person that wants that relationship to stay. Some marriages, they don't care. Someone may be like, they don't want to fight even to fix it. You understand what I mean? But if they know that they're going to renew it in the next couple of years, they have options. There are options. There are options. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, welcome. Yeah,
Good evening.
yeah, good evening.
Uh, the topic we are discussing tonight is a very interesting one and very is very biblical. It has a biblical concept that backs it up. So I would say marriage that was instituted by God from the beginning. That man will leave his father and cleave to the wife
Uh,
and all that. And based on our topic,
uh-huh.
if the institution that God created has a end, I think there are some biblical basics for the end. What am I saying? That marriage has an expiring
Date.
date,
Uh-huh.
which is death, according to Bible.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll read one or two scriptures. Romans 7 verse 2. It says, a married woman is bound to her husband as long as the husband lives.
Uh-huh.
But once the husband is dead, he is released from the law of marriage.
Uh-huh.
1 Corinthians 7:39 says the same. But in Matthew 22, verse 30, you see that Jesus said there is no marriage in heaven. That means marriage is only on earth.
Uh-huh.
It's only on earth. It's on earth.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, did it drop? I don't know. Okay, I thought yeah, drop. Okay, right.
it's the Bible. Bible did not specify that there is end by circumstances. What do I mean? That marriage cannot have an expiring date when the law fails, or when people begin to change, or when problems arises, or when situations and everything problems begin to arise in the marriage. That is not a criteria to expire the marriage. The only thing that the Bible specifies that ends marriage is death. Is the only thing that specifies marriage. So, to my own opinion, I said death, marriage has no expiring date except death comes, because that is the only time the person is being released from the marriage, the man or the woman. So, because the woman changed, you now said, okay, for that, there is no marriage again. Let's go to our separate way. Bible did not support it. It's not biblical that the law says the feelings dies and every other thing start to come, or circumstances and all that begin to come and all that. The expectations you have going into the marriage is not what you see. That is not a criteria to say that the marriage has expired. Marriage is being designed to last as long as you guys are alive. Once you are alive, it's meant to be together as far as they allow, not forever. Because forever means even in heaven. The Bible says there is no wedding marriage. So likely when you go to heaven, you can see your wife, but it's not your wife again in heaven. Don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
So marriage is thing of the earth. It's thing of the earth, the living. So because there is a change, there is whatever thing, expectations or not reach of the expectations and all that does not make marriage. It doesn't expire the marriage. So that is my own point of view. There
So
is no expiration of marriage in regards to the change expectations or love, fading of love and all that, or problem arises of problems and all that. All those things does not make marriage uh, expire. The
expire.
only thing that expires marriage is death.
Okay. So I will just ask you now in a
Okay.
situation where you know how it is. Sometimes love goes, relationship will be struggling,
Yeah.
and sometimes it looks as if maybe it's only one person that is fighting for that marriage. And then government maybe they just put it a scenario where they have an option. They have an option for renewal. You know what I mean? So what do you think about that? There's
Yeah.
an option for them to for renewal, like 10 years, 5 years, or 25 years. They put in there that the time they have to come back to renew the vow and check if they still love each other, if they still want to go along together, all that. So what do you think? Do you think it's like
Now,
5 years or it's 5 years? What do you think? What is it? Has it expired? How long should it be? 5 years or 10 years or lifetime warranty? Which one do you think?
I think I'll start from before one go into marriage.
Mm,
There should be a proper tutorial or mentor.
okay.
That is where the error I think should be the correction has to start from. Before it should be an open thing. People should be educated about marriage. Marriage is not something you go in and live anytime you want.
Mm,
They should be educated that when you are going, these are two separate bodies coming together, different ideas, different thinkings, different backgrounds and all that. So coming together means you have accepted whatever thing you see, you will cleave to it, you will abide. You are not going to leave. But in a situation whereby they were not matured enough to handle their situation,
mm.
government giving them time to go their separate ways, that does not make the marriage expire. They are trying to give room for you to go and recollect your senses that this thing is for better and for worse as long as you live. And it's not something you go in and run away.
Okay.
I don't even understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you.
Government giving an option,
Mm.
having a separate way is for you people to go and think and rethink.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you
So
people
they give
yourself,
them that option where they will come back,
yes,
the new one. Then,
there
but
should be
mm,
that the marriage has expired. There is no expiration of the marriage except death comes.
expiration. That's the reason why some people they divorce. That's expired. They divorced. They go their separate ways, and then they can still remarry. That's the law.
I think not that Nico.
We are living in an ideal world. It is normal like a world. There's rules and regulations in the world where we live. Biblical, they have their own way of marriage. If you come to religion, there's different types of religion and all that. But we're not going there. We are not going there now, if you understand. But so what
Yeah,
you're saying, yeah, yes, what I'm trying to say is that so if marriage has an expiry date, for you, how long should it last? 5 years or 10 years or lifetime warranty? Just choose. What do you think?
I think I cannot give a specific date to
Life,
because this thing is individual thing.
lifetime
Is a
warranty.
is a is a journey.
Mm.
Is a journey of a person. your
Mm.
decisions and your choice.
Okay.
Eh, as long as it carries you, that's the long. That's the guarantee I can give you.
Okay. All right then. All right. Thank you so much.
So if I'm trying to educate someone, I will tell the person that I cannot give you guarantee that in
Ah,
3 years you can. When you see the flaws in marriage, you run away after you can still come back. No,
okay.
cannot do that kind of. But I will tutor the person
Mm.
that what they are going in. Look at what you will see. All that glitters are not good. Your expectations, you should just minor your expectations so that whatever thing you see, you cope with it. If not, you will use your hand and end it when you want.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your call.
Uh, Thank
Okay. You heard what he said. It was coming from the biblical angle. All right. Let's look at the Expiry team. The Expiry team. Okay. If you let's just see some of their their own their own angle, what they're coming from, their own perspective or something like that. You know, this these are the people saying that love should have a checkpoint, that love should have a time limit. After all, even cars need servicing. Why not marriages? Okay, I don't know if you've heard that before. That's their own viewpoint. Talking about the expiry team, those that believe that the marriage should be expired. It has a time. Maybe I was talking about the checkpoints. You understand? Believe their own the the points they were highlighting is that people change. That people change. That who you were at 25 isn't who you will be at 45. So why force two strangers to stay together just because they signed paper 20 years ago? These are their views. These are their points they're highlighting. If you look at it, it's a valid point. Maybe the problem isn't divorce, is pretending forever still works when it doesn't. You can see that, right? You are there pretending that it's forever, while you know that it's not working. It's not working. So, so marriage has an like I asked the gentleman that called earlier, if marriage has an expiry date, if it has a long, like maybe like how long should it last? You know, so I mean, how long should it last? Is it 5 years or 10 years or lifetime warranty? You can put on the comment section, guys, if you're just watching us. Just give me your own view. Okay, if it has an expiry date, for example, if marriage has an expiry date, how long should it last? Just put on the comment. Let me know your own view. 5 years, 10 years, 25 years, or forever. Just put on the comment section. Okay, because we need to like interact. Just hello, welcome. Yeah, good evening.
listening to your conversation with the expert
Mhm.
and how to go in line with what he said. Because one, the question,
Mm.
the, the, it was not instituted by man, marriage. Marriage was instituted by God, as we told. And the person that instituted marriage has his own principle. Like you were saying, driving license and all those things that has a starting date. They have their own rules and regulations that guide those things, right?
Mhm.
So the owner of the marriage does not want marriage to have an expiring date. That's why
Okay,
he took an oath
I understand.
in that court.
Let,
He said,
no, listen, John. Listen, Baji. I was
yeah,
I understand what he was saying before. I said to him, like, we shouldn't bring, I understand about religion and all that, because if you want to go into religion proper, there's a lot of religious sectors in this world. There's a lot of them. You understand what I mean? So we are talking about prop in where we live now. Okay, like for example, now, okay, if because if you come into religious angle, what if the government they wake up tomorrow and they say to themselves that things the way marriages are going and the way relationships are going in the society, that they have to like introduce marriage renewal form. There's nothing they can do. God cannot stop it. You know that, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like. That's what I'm trying to like let you know, because we live here in the world, and there's rules and regulations, there are laws that govern in the world where we live. And that's what we're trying to like.
Let
Mhm.
me not go. Let me centralize it.
Okay.
Let me remove religion. But in life, marriage means
Mm.
not an expiring day because
Mhm.
you are the first and make that choice.
Okay.
You you find and you say you will marry her or the woman choose a man and he accepts taking you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And the truth, when it will have an expiring date is when the obligation of the party, the two people, when you are not doing it, you can say marriage can fail, but it will not expire because we are still living together.
Mhm.
But when the two cannot understand themselves anymore, those like in anything you are doing, you don't accept anything on condition. You don't do anything on sympathy.
Mm.
You don't do anything to compromise. Whatever you are doing, you do it. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
Whatever you are doing, do it that you chose to, so that whatever that comes on it, you take it in good faith. So what am I saying? Those ones that have yours is when a man or a woman is not taking or doing those things he does at the beginning, you see that the marriage will start having issues. And another one, when you understand your partner, nobody on earth is perfect. That's tolerance. Like the first speaker said, maturedness. Marriage is for matured people.
Uh-huh.
Marriage is for people that want to settle down.
Uh-huh.
Marriage is for people that maybe let me just when you have not made up your mind, maybe you jump into marriage under duress, or you want to go and reap what you does not sow. So all those things can make that marriage not going as it was. It can expire the marriage
Okay.
because all those laws are not there anymore. But right from onset,
Mm.
the marriage is supposed to accommodate. That's why, because there is no accommodation in marriage anymore, that's why you have a lot of divorce.
Mm.
You see one divorcing, you see one not contented, you see one a lot of things that makes that marriage. But if you can hear to yourself or admit to yourself, you say, okay, in a marriage, in a relationship, one person will hold it, like you said, and I concur with you. Understand?
That's what I'm saying, but
So
yeah, I understand. I understand where you come from. Okay, well, for example, let me ask you the same question as the previous caller. In a situation where marriage hasn't, hadn't maybe like if we had maybe they put in the law that marriage has an expiry date, how long should it last? You got 5 years, 10 years, 25 years, or forever? What do you think?
If that law
Hmm.
come in that marriage should have an expiring date,
Mhm.
it should be a long time. It should be a long time agreement.
So you're
Because
choosing,
if
you're going for forever then. Okay,
marriage is for marriage is for
I understand.
marriage is not
I understand.
that a lot of qualities you as an individual can have before you made up your mind to
Okay.
go into marriage.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know whether
Yeah, I understand why you're coming from. So you're a forever team. That's lovely. Thank you for
like I wrote
I saw you.
oh,
Yeah, I saw the yeah. Mm,
you took an oath.
mm.
And to break an oath is not easy.
Okay.
Anything oath, to break it is not easy.
Mm.
When you want to swear an oath or want to tarnish oath, it involves a lot of things. So that's why marriage is a sacrifice
Okay.
and it's an institution. You should learn. All these people that came up now. In Western world, most of them you have divorce because no one wants to commit to each other. No one wants to accept that sorry prayer. Everybody is trying to be as superior and superior. So that's the problem.
All right.
So if you can come to the origin of marriage, know that marriage should be a long time agreement.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate. Thank you. Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. Let me ask the audience as well that maybe for watching us. All right. So I'm gonna ask you guys the same question. Okay. So if marriage has an expiry date, how long should it last? 5 years, 10 years, lifetime warranty. You can put it there. Maybe you can put like 5 years or 10 years or 25 or put forever. I'll put it on the comment section. Let me know. I just want to get your opinion. You understand? But let's just be realistic. Let's just go in the proper. You know, let's just see if really where it's okay. I understand. Let me talk to you guys. The same thing I asked them. Imagine if government introduced marriage renewal forms because of how divorce, the rate of divorce and everything. Many people like having issues and all that. So government they decided that they will introduce the renewal or marriage renewal forms. Okay, you can see that you go in line up in every 10 years, like you see people, a lot of people like in court every 10 years. You see a lot of line in the court. Okay. Okay, madam, I don't know how you're gonna put. Are you still happy? They're gonna ask you if you pick up your form, coming to take your form. Okay, madam, how is it going? Are you still happy? Do you still want to carry on? You need another 10 years in this relationship. Do you still need to like stay? Do you still want to stay with him? Do you want to stay with her for another 10 years? That's why you want to sign now contract because you give you this extension of 10 years. You're going to stay there 10 years. There's nothing like divorce. It's contract for 10 years. You understand? So if both of you say no, automatically separation. Everybody just go their own way. You understand? If this one say no, I don't want. This one say no, that's it. There's no need like going to court, fighting, and all those stuff. There's nothing like that. You understand? Because you know what you are getting into. It's 10 years guarantee. You stay in there for 10 years. Your kids, some people will say, okay, I'm going to stay with you for 10 years, but I don't want any child. I'm not going to have a child because after 10 years now, I don't know how it's going to be. This one will say this one. Now I put my money separately. This is my money. After 10 years, I don't know because everything will be in line. You know what I mean? So what if your what if what what if your partner forgets to like renew? They forget to renew. They forget that it's 10 years. Both of you are like, you are in love. You love each other so much. You forget that it's 10 years renewal, that you have to go and renew the marriage. What happens? By law, you guys are single. You guys are single. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just picture this, okay? Every 10 years, you have to go. You see a lot of people lining up every month, going. Is their own 10 years. They are going to renew the marriage. Some of them might even come with the uniform. Husband and wife, they will just, you know what I mean? They will sew the same uniform to show that they are still in love with each other. So they are coming for next renewal. Then the register man or whatever, the pastor, whoever it is, the register, they will ask you, are you guys still want to carry on with this? Are you happy? It's okay. Say yes. Don't you see? We are in uniform. We are still in love with each other. All right. Can you put your hand here? They sign and sign. They give you another 10 years. You say you can't go where you're going. Why the other ones they are still fighting, shouting, I told you I don't want anymore. Then they are still arguing. They'll say to them, go stay one side. When you guys decide, you come back. Stay. Who is next? Next person, come on. Next ones will just come in. Why are you guys here? You want to renew? Okay. Are you guys still happy? You still want to stay with him, stay with her? I say, yeah. We want to stay with each other for another 10 years. Okay. They sign, they give them this certificate. That's it. They're moving, going on. Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is that it's going to be easy. It's easy. If you want to stay with each other forever, it's the same thing. It's easy. Every 10 years in a new way. Do you know what I mean? You see that many peop- people will like know where they stand. It's going to be straight. Okay? I want to ask you guys as well. If it's like that, would you pay for who will pay for the renewal fee? Would you pay or would she pay? If, for example, they say that they're not gonna be together, who's gonna pay? Or you say you're gonna pay together, who's gonna pay? Who will pay for the renewal fee? Just put it on the comment section. The husband or the wife. Okay, just put it in the comment. Who will pay? It's funny, but it's not funny. Okay, why am I saying this? Let's just be real. Why are so many marriages failing? So many marriages are failing. Why? Because if we put joke aside, this topic matters because a lot of people are emotionally divorced, but still legally married. A lot of people are, I mean, like emotionally, they are like divorced already emotionally. They are gone, but they are still legally married because already it's there till death do you part. Till death do us part. They're going to stay in there. They've been because they have no other option. There's nothing they can do. Some of them, because of what people will say, what like their church people will say, maybe they are elders in the church, or maybe they are, you know what I mean? So they stay in there, they stuck in there. You know what I mean? But they are like emotionally, they are divorced. They don't touch each other, no communication, nothing. Nothing. No affection, no respect, not if just no. Some are even like once after going to church and come back, they be fighting, killing each other at home because emotionally they are divorced. And when you look at that, you see that Sometimes that love, the love expires quietly, just quietly, not with fight, but with silence, because you're not paying attention. It's there. It's like that. Just picture this. What I'm trying to say. Picture it. If you live in a community or you live in a society where, as they're renewing their license, because if you're driving, they give you a license. Like where we are now in the West here, they give you maybe 10 years for the driver license. Even on that, you still like renewing it. Then you get to a stage where they will still test you, maybe test your eyesight or test your, like, to find out if you're like still capable of driving. And that's a car. Check that scenario. Put that in a marriage. Two of you like the same. You have to come back to renew it. They have to check if you are like, you guys still won't like carry on with this. If you see that when you love someone, when you really like love someone, the 10 years will go fast. You will not even like know that it has that's maybe that you have an obligation or have something, they have life to go, you have to come and renew something. You will not even like notice that at all. Why? Because you love it so. You know why you are in there. You know the reason why you're there. Do you understand what I mean? You know the reason why you're there. And some people will be like, they will understand that if I mess up, if I do this or do that, this person might not renew this again. This person will not. You see that some of them will stand up. They will like understand why they are in. They will like, always put themselves in check to realize that this is a commitment. We both are in commitment. This is a commitment. This is what we are signed for. We came into this with our eyes open. That is how it is. It's not like my mom and dad, they just like they arrange us, is arranged marriage or not. No, no, you will know what you are going into. It's 10 years. I said, you got 10 years warranty with the certificate. So after 10 years, if it didn't work out, that's it, you're gone. That's immediately you come in there, they say to you, do you want to renew it? And you said no. That's it. One person say no, that's it, it's gone. You are leaving. This one just go, this one, that is finished. You go back to your parents' house, or you just do that's the way. Okay, this one said I'm of renewal team. No marriage is forever. Yes, marriage in heaven. Say no marriage in heaven. Marriage ends on earth. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. Everybody else, they have their own like, idea of marriage. How it's supposed to be. Seriously, I'm not like I'm gonna say it for real. I'm gonna say it for real. If they renewing it every 10 years, you see that there'll be a lot of changes. I'm not lying. There'll be a lot of changes in marriage for real. I'm telling you, there'll be a lot of marriage, a lot of because once now, because if you're going to get married, if some the man has a lot of investment properties or something like that, got a lot of money and all that, he will put he will put his house in order. He will put his house what in order. He will arrange everything properly. So when the lady is coming, she knows why she's coming there. You see that there are many men before they get married, they will have their own. What I'm trying to say is that they've got some other papers to sign. It's 10 years. Their way here gonna be 10 years. It's gonna be 10 years lifespan. That's what they're looking at. So within that 10 years, the lady she's coming, she knows what she's coming for. The man is gonna do it. A lot of prenups and a lot of things going to be put together. You see that people coming for love, they will come for love fully. If someone coming for business, what I mean by business, because there are a lot of people that are coming for business, they are coming just for your properties, your money, stuff. You see them here, especially here in the West, a lot of them, you see them. They're just coming because they want to like take 50% of it. Because if you look at the statistics of a lot of women that are rich, I'm talking about millionaires, women that are millionaires, just Google them, check many of them. You realize that most of them that are millionaires, you are seeing even like some of them are billionaires, you see that they made their money from divorce. They made their money from divorce. That's how they made their own money. Do you understand what I mean? So if it's like that, you see that we have a lot of changes. If someone is going to marriage, they say to you, I love you. They love you proper. They're coming for that. They're gonna love you. They know their duties. They know what they're doing. They know everything they have to do. The man will know what he has to do in that marriage, what to do, the input and everything, in and out. Because both of them knows that we are in this for one reason, depending on what reason why they are in that relationship. You understand? And you see there will be a lot of conversations, a lot of agreements, a lot of questions. You understand? Because now, the way it is now, you can meet someone, you think that both of you are in love, you're getting married and everything and all that. But sometimes you realize that you're not on the same page. You guys are not even like on the same page. There's no agreement proper. Your mindset are different. Maybe after 6 months, or 1 month, 1 year, you see that the characters start changing. Because what the person was saying, what they think that they're coming in to see or take or whatever, depending on what they are looking for, it's not what they're seeing again. Do you understand? And see that this time is behaving, this time messing about. Because at the end of the day, what is the worst thing that can happen? You got divorced, they're gone, go for someone else. But if it's like 10 years contract, you're not going anywhere. It's 10 years. You got to stay there 10 years. After 10 years, then you can say, no, you're no more. I don't want anymore. No, no renewal. That's it. Everybody do it. Come on. Yeah, go their separate ways. And you see that before people get married, they will think. They will, like they will sit down and think before they get into there, before they go and sign it. Because the way it is these days, many people don't even understand. They don't know what is marriage. They don't really know what it is. They don't know what it is. Some are just like they are looking at what they call, they're looking at what I want to say. They want to wear a white gown. They just want to marry for just the fun of it. Bring their friends, parties. You see them honeymoon and all that. That's the only thing they fancy. They don't really know what it is, what it entails, what all the things that is inside the marriage. They don't really know what it is. Do you understand? And that is the problem. But if it's like this, I'm telling you seriously, if there's enough option for that, that's why a lot of people I'm in support of renewal, complete. It makes a lot of people to stand up. Makes a lot of people to think before you make that decision. It makes a lot of people to think before you make that decision. Yeah, hello. What do you want to say? Hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ask me. Yeah, because we're running up. Yeah, go on. Mhm.
See, once in few days, the marriage not work,
Mm.
the person now you look of people I will marry you for 4 men.
Mm.
That in a marriage they have work
Mm.
So how
Okay, if you mean if they decide that they are not going again, they are not like they don't want to renew it.
yeah, then you
You have children. Mm.
know, different so how the
The way it is same thing. The way it is now, people are like divorcing. Once you divorce, you have children, right? So there will be like they will have to decide the custody, who's going to take custody of child. You understand? It's same thing. But what I'm trying to say is that it's 10 years. You already know that it's 10 years. So there will be a lot of discussions. We have to talk about it. You understand? Yeah. Within 10 years, you see that many people will be honest. The lady will say, okay, listen, I don't want to have a child because I'm not sure about this relationship. You already know where you're standing. You know what you want. Then the man knows that, yeah, that is it. That means this person is not here for a long haul. Yeah. It's not going to be with me for a long time. So there's no need. What do you think is going to happen? The man will say, no, this is not compatible. You look for someone that he knows that you're going to stay with. You understand? That's the way it goes because it's 10 years. That means you have to, before you get into it, you have to decide, talk about your goals, aspirations, and everything. If if it aligns with this person's goals and all that, then the person will come in because it's 10 years. You know that already. It's in a contract. That's what they call a contract.
coming up for let me be general trying to be one side and another religion or yeah, but in religion no that was not the end. So that because we don't want fornication and sex, once you marry first and something to another man, you are trying to fornicate. So if you are doing a contract issue, maybe 5 years you renew, and if it doesn't work, you go to another person because you must see another opportunity. So they are trying to decide on the first law that is trying to guide
You
you.
you know, I don't. I don't want to. If we want to come into that Bible, all those kind of things, if we look into it properly, both of us, if you're going to get married, I'm not. We don't. If you come into biblical art terms, we're not going to sign any contract because you're signing. Once you're signing in that, they give you a certificate. That's a contract.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Yeah. If you go to church now, both of you, they're going to do what? They will say to you, sign, and you have a witness. So anything that has a witness, what happens is a contract. That means the witness is for two of you, the person that's going to watch you guys, not to default, not to default. So what is default? Not to like run away or divorce. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's the same thing. The only thing is just that is in the church or something. It's a certificate just to show to the world that you got married. Is still a contract because there's a signature on it. You understand? So I don't want us to go into that proper. But
Yeah, that's not
yeah.
just into that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but
All right. No worries. Thank you.
I was
Right. So we're trying to round up. We'll round it up. Okay. As I was saying earlier, I said that a lot of people in a relationship where there's no communication, the intimacy, everything is gone. No communication, no, like, you know what I mean? They forget that with communication and growth in a relationship, is the key. Without communication, that relationship, most times, they don't grow. Okay. The struggle because you need to keep updating the relationship version. Like you see, like marriage 2.0 or marriage 3.0, you keep updating it because the if you guys got married when you are like 20 years or 30 years or 40 years, in the next year, 10 years, you're still not going to be the same person because within that 10 years, you might have children, a lot of things might happen. You understand? So you keep on updating. You need to update, keep on updating it. You understand what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So maybe the real message we are even like trying to like give out here should be like I will say it, okay. The marriage should expire. It's not about maybe whether it's gonna expire or not. Is that we should keep renewing love internally, intentionally, every time. You keep on renewing it. You keep renewing it. Just like looking at each other, understanding what is really happening. Keep not looking at the maybe the law, whatever is happening. No, no, no. What is happening outside, all that. In your relationship, you keep what? Renewing your love, renewing it. Not by law. Just but for two of you, keep renewing it. Okay? Work on it. Work on your relationship. Work on your relationship. You understand? Okay. I know this one was deep. Okay. It was really deep. Some of you are team forever. Some are team aspiring. Some are just team single. And that's okay. It depends. So it doesn't matter where you are or that. Only even if you didn't get anything this evening, okay, just work on your relationship, work on your marriage, work on your relationship. Make sure that you put in a lot of work. Put in a lot of work. Okay. So whether you believe in forever or renewal, make sure your partner still feels chosen. Make sure let them understand that you choose them. Let them understand that you're the one that you choose them. You choose to be with them. Because a ring without love is just a jewelry. I'll say it again. A ring without love is just a jewelry. It's nothing. Okay? That is it. So if you're enjoying what we did this evening, just hit that subscribe. If you are just like joining us for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Okay? Share this live, guys, to your contacts. Share this live. God, seriously, share this live. All right. And then hope to see you guys next. I don't really know if we'll have next week, but I'll try. If not, probably this might be our last session, but let's see how it goes. Till then, keep your heart updated and your love renewed. Peace. Enjoy your weekend, guys. God bless.